Mike Iaconelli, Colonel Leach, can you please come up? All right. So we got Upper Bay champion, Mike Iaconelli.
It's awesome.
How I feel?
I'm proud of this.
I know you've been working.
I'm proud of this. Yeah. I want to tell everybody this means a lot to me. Really, really does. I started kayak fishing about 6-7 years ago. I started competitive kayak fishing about 3 years ago. And boy, I got my butt whooped. Every time I would go and fish a competitive tournament, these guys are so good. You guys are so good. Kayak anglers are really, really good. So trying to win a professional kayak event is something I've been working at really, really hard and trying to do it the right way, you know. Not practicing in my big boat, practicing in the kayak, learning how to fish kayak tournaments, learning decisions, learning all the stuff that I didn't know. I'm used to big boat fishing. So
You'll be able to run around.
So I'm really proud of this. This means a lot to me. Means a lot to win this at B.A.S.S too. My start of my career was at B.A.S.S when I fished through the Federation. I won amateur titles. I won the Classic and Angler of the Year. This might make people mad, but this is right up there with it. It means a lot to me. It really does. And it reminded me a lot of my Classic win because I caught a last-minute fish today. And
Tell us about that.
Yeah, I mean, I have this motto, which is never give up, and I know all you have it too. If you're here in this room, you fish hard. But I had a 12.5-inch smallmouth all day, carried it around with me all day. I had 5, had a 12.5-inch smallmouth, could not get rid of it. And I went back to a mat where I caught my big one on 19.5, and I just flip, and just watching the minutes count down, literally. And I was watching, I thought, man, that one's going to cost me. But I was happy. I'm like, a good tournament, made good decisions, fished clean. And I looked down at that clock, and it said 1:59, and I pitched in that mat, and it never made it through the mat. It made it about that far down. The mat shook. Man, that's a scary thing. When you see the mat shake. I've never hooked a fish, swung it in, unhooked it, laid it down, took the picture so fast I was shaking. I let out a big scream, but it is a good testament to you never know when it's going to come. It could happen in the first 5 minutes. It could happen in the last minute. Keep fishing hard to the very end, and I'm proud of this one. All my fish today I caught either on a soft stick bait on a spinning rod, 5-inch black and blue flake soft stick bait, or punching. 1 ounce VMC tungsten weight, 4-aught VMC hook, and a little max scent bait called Creature Hog, which is a beaver style bait, black and blue. And I fished out on the flat. You know, I knew it wasn't good out there. Fishing was not good out there. But when you got bit big, you know. So
For the fences.
yeah. I also, real quick, I want to say, I don't know if we're live on this or not, but I'm recorded too. I want to thank my family for, I'm in a little bit of a semi-retirement right now. I'm sort of in a hiatus from professional level tournament fishing. And this is keeping my competitive drive going. So thank you to my family and my wife, Becky, for putting up with my madness. I'm a competitor. I love fishing. I love to compete. And also just a couple of my sponsors real quick that encouraged me to do the kayak stuff, which would be Hobie, AFTCO, Lowrance, Torpedo, and again, special thanks to Trey, Innovative Sportsman, for rigging it for me. He did a great job. And that's it.
All right, so you will be taking home over a nice little handy dandy sheet. You will be taking home $2,335.
Ah.
Right.
Thank you.